Dragon.
Ginger man.
That escalated quickly.
Go.
Dude, you gotta drive faster.
It's him. We all knew it.
No.
That's like wild.
Not the back door.
It's way more common than you think.
Not the back.
There ain't no way.
Oh.
I don't want to imagine. I didn't need that image.
My eyes!
Bye! No, God, please no. Howling at the moon. Let's go. Ginger man. Let's go. Say something in a male voice again. God damn it.
I really am a man lizard.
Fuck you. Why a man lizard? At least a man dragon. The truth. You're
What's going on,
Okay.
everybody? Many of you have asked for an update on
Whatever
some of the
you say.
things featured in the ratings I've seen this year.
Dragon.
So here you go.
Dragon.
After all that went down and we all checked the contents of our underwear,
okay, Coco.
we loaded that guy up and brought him down to the hospital where he bought himself some fancy new internal hardware. But the craziest part about that entire call is he forgot everything.
Who am I? And why do I exist? And who made me?
Because we gave him for said prior to cardioverting him, he forgot everything leading up to us welding the crap out
Guys.
of him wanting to beat the crap out of somebody there that pushed that button, and then transporting him to the hospital. In fact, halfway down to the hospital, he was asking if we could bring him back to his house because he was completely fine now. And it was on that day that I realized that with enough medication,
All right, I'm gonna ban the next person that does that. Oh, am I doing this one? You're doing. I'm doing good.
anything.
Oh, crap.
This dude was another person that should have met whatever afterlife entity you believe in, but instead walked away with a couple broken ribs and a bruised lung. And all because of this guy. The guy that I couldn't depict well enough, sitting at 6'8", 300 pounds, that literally picked up the car with one arm and dragged his meat pancake friend out from underneath and stopped him from remaining a dead, flat human. And on that day, I learned that adrenaline and friendship are the strongest things in the world. I mean, except for my wife's hate for the peanut butter spoons that I leave in the sink every day. That's really strong. Holy crap. Hi. Taters McGee was by far the most interesting patient I've ever ran on and made me question my
Friendship is magic, bitch. That's all I gotta say. That's all I really wanted to know about Potatoes McGee. I'm gonna be honest. I'm really excited for this one.
actual knowledge of the human body for a solid 10 seconds. And by the time we dropped this guy up at the hospital, what they said was going on blew my mind. And that was they had no freaking clue.
You what?
Yeah, that happens so many times that we drop people off at the hospital and we never actually get an answer. Why? Not because the hospital's incompetent, but because they don't actually know what's going on until they run the outrageous amount of tests that they need to run to find out why this patient is direct injecting taters right into their sinus cavities. But unfortunately, that's just a part of the job. So I hope that answered some of the questions that you had, and let me know in the
I
comments.
kind of figured that they wouldn't know. That's an anomaly.
Which real things I've seen people you want follow up on next. But until then, try to catch me howling at the moon.
Try to catch me howling at the moon.
Ba 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 ba.
We're back with another
Another episode.
episode of Where Are They Now? And today we might discover some very personal connections with one of the people in the videos. Let's get into it. Why is he not wearing clothes?
Because he thinks he's a cow, man.
Moo. This guy was actually one of my first interactions with someone who had taken edibles. I mean, obviously I ran on a few people who enjoyed a little bit of the devil's lettuce, which...
How many edibles did he eat to turn himself into a cow? Oh, have a good night, Ellen. That's gotta be a lot of edibles. That's gotta be an enormous amount of edibles.
for the most part, is harmless and completely entertaining. But when it comes to edibles, they tend to have the highest adverse reactions, simply because of the amount of time it takes to be absorbed and the type of route that it's taking to be absorbed. And for this guy, at first, it left him completely catatonic and looking like he was riding the Milky Highway, and then quickly came to life with a wonderful yellow liquid surprise and a few well-placed moos.
Moo! Moo! Moo!
But in the end, we were able to get him down to the hospital where he was completely fine and probably, hopefully, kept the gift of yellow rain going for the ER staff. Calling himself the Crispy Kris Kringle. Why are there Christmas decorations in April? This guy was actually one of
Wait, he just started peeing? That's funny. I was curious about the Christmas guy. You want me to show it, Lucky? Hey, there you go. It's working. All right.
the calmest trauma alerts I've ever called. When we got on scene, he was acting like he was completely fine, confused at why we were even there, and in fact was refusing to go to the hospital at one point in time. And all of this made sense when we realized that he had taken a tumbling nose dive off of a 25-foot tree and landed directly on his face. Once we got him down to the hospital, all of our suspicions were confirmed when they told us that he had a lovely traumatic brain injury, some randomly placed broken bones, and owed his neighbor a few mortgage payments for saving his life.
Dude, you gotta drive faster. Wait, why? Because I'm gonna crap my pants.
The sweaty individual desperately...
It's him. And I think he crapped his pants. He crapped his pants.
trying not to drop a hot piece of butt.
Also, I knew the guy that fell. Definitely need to go to the hospital.
Fudge into their BDUs was unfortunately me.
We all knew it. We all knew it.
This was at the end of a very long 24-hour shift where I had spent the previous 12 hours with an unexpected colon cleanse because apparently I ate something that my sensitive ginger stomach didn't like. And of course, we caught a late call, which set off the chain of events that led to me begging my partner to drive faster or sweet death.
Hello, darkness, my old friend.
And I'd love to say that the other two people portrayed in this video hoping that I would crap my pants in the back of the boo-boo bus was an over-exaggeration, but if there's two things I've learned that firefighters love, it's saving lives and ruining them by telling every single person we work with that their fellow brother dropped a deuce inside of their Fruit of the Looms.
Try to catch me.
Rip Ginger Man. Rip Ginger Man. You will be honored in the afterlife, Mr. Poop Pants.
Howling at the moon.
Howling at the moon. What's going on?
Hey everyone, and welcome to the third installment of Where Are They Now, and what I believe are the three most interesting calls I've ever been on.
Yeah, I think I felt something hit my leg. A few? Wait, how many's a few?
There are two types of people in this world. People who lose their freaking minds the second they feel pain, and then this guy, who was shot 9 times and couldn't have cared less about the 900-mile-per-hour pieces of metal that were shoved inside of his body until he could figure out whether or not his car needed a new slathering of paint.
'Tis but a scratch.
But honestly, I've never...
Man's badass. You told me he got shot 9 times and they all went into him?
Never seen someone handle pain better than this dude did. And then when I found out that not a single one of those bullets hit a major organ or artery in his body when he walked out of the hospital the next day, I knew for a fact that he was certainly the luckiest and probably
Not one of them hit a major artery or organ? That's insane. That's like wild. 9 bullets. Nothing important got hit. All right.
holiest person walking around on the planet.
All of a sudden, I knew exactly what the bottom of my foot looked like.
So unfortunately, I've seen
From what I understand, this guy is actually a really bad guy. You want to feel bad for him, but you're feeling like it's karmatic justice.
a lot of crazy crap in my career, including people cut in half and body parts strewn all over highways. But this was my first time experiencing the thought of, holy crap, I might actually blow chunks all over this road.
I'm going to throw up. I think I'm gonna throw up.
Don't throw up.
Seeing that guy's leg with one more joint than it should have had briefly made me question my career choice and definitely made me feel bad for his stupid choice of sticking his foot out the window. But then one of the police officers showed up for traffic control and clued me in on the fact that this guy was wanted for multiple crimes, including child abuse. And even though my treatment didn't change that day, I definitely wondered, was somebody driving a giant truck of sweet karma that day?
There's a soap bottle in my rectum.
Sweet karma. Absolutely.
So I would love to say that this is the only person I've ever ran on who attempted to explore their nether region with household items, but I would be lying. In fact,
From what I understand, I have doctors in my family. It's way more common than you think. It's like massively common. Like there are people in the ER almost every day that would like you not to tell people that there was something in their butt.
the only thing I'm yet to experience is someone being straight up honest about trying to shove things inside of their backdoor cinnamon ring.
Not the back door. Not the back door.
Which I truly don't understand, because at the end of the day, no first responder, nurse, or doctor gives a flying crap about what you do on your personal time, especially since we are most likely some of the craziest, strangest, and most eclectic humans that you will ever.
They don't care. Just tell them so they know what to do. Well, that's cool, Sentry. But yeah, like, tell the doctor. Tell the doctor. Tell the first responder, please. Please. They don't care. They're not gonna tell lots of people. Like, he's telling lots of people, but he's not saying your name. No one knows it's you. That's the closest they'll ever get to telling anyone, is talking about a story about some guy or some woman. They're not gonna, like, tell everyone that it was you. They're just there to help you.
Ever meet. But the one thing that we can all definitely agree on is the one place things without a flair should never go is your chocolate starfish no-no zone.
Try to catch me howling at
Chocolate starfish. Why is it called the starfish, by the way?
Hey everyone, welcome back to a very overdue installment of Where Are They Now? And if you're a dude, you might find some of this episode a little bit painful.
What's off? It's off.
You know, as a paramedic that's been doing this for a pretty long
I'm sorry, you're a dude or a girl. You don't want to hear that. I can only imagine. I don't want to imagine. Oh.
time, I feel like I've mastered the ability to keep a straight face no matter how horrendous
There
the
ain't no
college
way.
injury
There ain't no way you keep a straight face if you see that.
is. But when it comes to someone losing a section of their Johnson to a very violent and forceful catheter incident, that's where I tend to lose it. You see, catheters have a balloon at the end of them, so once they're in place, the balloon can be inflated so it'll remain inside of the bladder and then deflated once it's ready to be removed. But if you forget to deflate, an exploded hot dog is what you'll make.
I didn't need that image. That has got to be the most painful thing I've ever heard of happening. I don't care if you're a woman or a guy. Would you want your privates exploded? Like, I'm just imagining. That brings like whole new meaning to pop a pussy. Come on. Archive, you want so desperately for me to be a guy, and it's funny.
It's truly hard to describe what.
Are you into good dudes? Is that why you want me to be a guy? Do you want to fall in love with male dragon?
What it's like seeing 4 grown men saying
No, it's
"There's
just funny?
way,"
Okay.
over and over again because
Understandable.
none of us could believe what we were looking at. But
Nice.
the good news is, it sounds like they were able to get this guy a full set of twig and berries again, and us as much therapy as we're gonna need.
Then why are you
I think he's lying about the therapy. But he could be telling the truth. Who knows?
covered in blood? My varicose vein exploded.
I've seen people shot, stabbed, impaled with 8-foot lightning rods, bleed a little bit, but I've never seen someone paint their home like they're the Picasso of human lube, like someone who's had a ruptured varicose vein.
Bam! Blood everywhere.
You see, the hardest part of controlling a severe varicose vein bleed is you can't just use one tourniquet like you would in an arterial bleed. You need two. One to stop all the arterial blood from coming into the leg, and then another one to stop all the blood that's inside of the leg ejecting out of their varicose vein blowout.
Woohoo! Big summer blowout.
But thankfully, we were able to control the bleeding, get this guy.
That's gotta be the best. That was funny. Oh my god. Woohoo! Big summer blowout.
Down to the hospital and then stare into the endless void, wondering when my leg veins would ultimately betray me, sending me into a lonely death. Sheesh. The one thing I was told when I was learning about Narcan was never slam it. Why? Well, have you ever heard the phrase,
Oh my god, there's vomit everywhere.
well, you will if you ever give Narcan too fast. But to be fair, everyone has different reactions when it comes to being given Narcan, and in my experience, most people are pretty chill when they wake up from their opioid sleeping time. But from time to time, you're gonna get the joy of experiencing you and your entire ambulance being doused in whatever they had for their last 3 meals. But I'm happy to report that person was dropped off at the hospital.
That was kind of a terrifying episode of Family Guy.
Feeling fine, and I went back to the station, burned all of my clothing, and never looked at bologna sandwiches the same again.
I don't like bologna for that exact reason.
Catch me howling at the
You see, some catheters have a hot dog.
Have a hot dog. Is that a hot dog?
Hey everyone, our Where They Now adventure continues today with patients that were seemingly
Even
disconnected
Sabi
from
baby.
reality, and one that wanted to disconnect my head from my body. Calm down, you know we're here to help you. Flocka was by far the craziest street pharmaceutical I'd ever seen people on. I mean, up to this point, I'd seen your normal opioid-induced nap, or people screaming at the top of their lungs after their 60th line of booger sugar made their pacemaker start firing off multiple rounds of heart-drilling electrified regrets. But what I had never seen was grown men in their full birthday suits gifted with Olympic-level sprinting abilities like they had after consuming a fresh batch of Flocka.
I just felt like running.
And funny enough, what my brain still can't seem to process is why every single one of them was being chased by wolves.
Why wolves? I wonder why it's wolves. I wonder why it's wolves. I'm trying to think. Is there like a... Because you would think it's like... You'd think it's like one of those like, inner like brain things that like everyone has. Since all of them seem to think it's wolves, there's got to be like some kind of weird connection. I'm trying to think. No, I can't think of any reason why it would all be wolves. Maybe like, I'm I'm thinking maybe like they've all at one point or another heard about wolves hunting in packs and chasing people down. And that's like stuck there in the back of their brain. So when they do this, their brain latches onto that idea. Maybe?
Single one of them. We're gonna get you, we're gonna get. Which means they're either
We're gonna
being
get you, we're gonna
transported
get you,
to
we're gonna
another
get you.
dimension, or we have invisible wolves running around us that none of us flaccid up individuals can see. But
That's a terrifying thought, actually.
the good news is, after a fresh batch of Haldol
They only start chasing you if you can see them.
and Valium, they got away from those
Or
wolves.
they're age wolves. That's why you die. That's why you age. They're slowly eating you. And each bite is like seconds away from your life.
Wolves and took a happy trip up.
That's a
Cloud
Brazilian. Why am I a Brazilian
Mike,
dragon?
This is Jimmy. Jimmy's blood sugar drops. Got it. Have you ever been picked up by another person and thrown across the room like you were a human lawn dart? I have. And
I had a feeling he was going to be the one that was getting thrown.
it was by this guy. Low blood sugar could be a very interesting thing. For most people, when their sugar begins to drop off, they become weak, tired, or maybe even unconscious. But not this guy. Somehow this guy's lack of brain sugar caused him to become the insulin-dependent Incredible Hulk. And as a fresh medic, I figured this was my chance to show the world how strong and nimble a ginger stretcher fetcher could be.
Okay, Ginger.
And then I got blasted across the room like a high-powered fart in the wind. But after some great distraction techniques and very quick darting, we were able to get some glucagon in his arm, his sugar back up, and a lot of ice packs for me.
Phew.
Oh my God, is he
Weird.
If you want to deposit a butt burrito in your pants while simultaneously looking another human in the eyes, give someone adenosine.
I pooped my pants.
Adenosine is a medication that we give to patients when
Adenosine is the scariest medicine ever. That's the medicine that restarts their heart, right? That's what he was about to say. Because that's got a... It was self-inflicted, so I doubt he gets anything. He probably didn't even try. But yeah.
their heart rates are too high to hopefully help slow it back down. But it has an incredible side effect of making the entire room smell like backdoor dumplings when you literally watch somebody's heart stop and then pray it starts back up before you have to start giving them the old staying alive cartilage cracker. Good news is, though, the medication works 90% of the time, leaving them feeling 1,000 times better and happy we came. For the other 10%, they get two things: a sedative and to ride the lightning.
Try to catch me howling at the
He's talking about they get 1, 2, 3 zap, 1, 2, 3 zap, 1, 2, 3 zap. Oh, that was pretty good.
Yeah.
I give it a 7 out of 10.
Just when you thought we were done, we're back with another Where Are They Now? And today we're going to talk about why peeing on the people around you doesn't make you a better friend.
Why does he need to teach that to people?
I smell so bad.
For as long as I can remember, people have turned to spraying their friends and strangers with golden shower fluid when they get stung by a jelly.
I was told this as a kid. I don't understand how it got started, though. Like, as a kid, like, when we first learned about getting stung by a jellyfish, we were told you had to pee on it. Like, not joking. That's literally what they taught us as a kid. I don't understand it. It doesn't make sense.
Fish, and I really need you guys to know something. It doesn't work.
I don't know why. Like, everyone got taught this as a kid. I didn't even know it didn't work until this video. I'm trying to like understand like who started it and why. Was it like a practical joke that went out of like got like out of hand because like so many people thought it was true? Or like is somewhere someone's pee miraculously healing things?
The truth shall set you free! The reason kidney tears have been raining down upon the victims of jellyfish stings is because the acidic nature of urine should theoretically neutralize jellyfish venom.
Oh. So it's more of a science said this should work.
And help reduce the pain. But it doesn't. The only thing that's getting neutralized is the happy memories of sand and waves for the person that just had a run-in with the prehistoric venomous snot rocket and is immediately being replaced by nightmares with the hot asparagus-soaked regret that they were just deluged in.
No, God!
But at the same
No, God, please no!
Whatever happens to you, have no fear. Simply soak the area in salt water or tap water between 107 and 113 degrees.
So hot salt water or hot tap water. Got it.
Which should help reduce the pain, plus save you a lifetime on therapy bills and awkward conversations about the time you went wee-wee on me, Mom. See?
He didn't have to say it like that.
I got it all under control. What is that ringing? High blood pressure.
You need to take your damn meds. If I'm any indicator, you guys seen me without the meds, where I get wildly different.
Present in many different ways, like blurred vision, headaches, or like this guy who looked like me after spending 3 minutes in the sun without SPF 5000.
Yeah, gingers are cursed. For the sun.
Good news is he was fine, and to say he was lucky would be a gross understatement. You see, after suddenly stopping the medications that he had been on for the last 30 years, his body compensated wonderfully by shooting his blood pressure through the stratosphere and almost taking his ability to ever eat solid food again with it.
I want my baby back, baby back, baby back, baby back, baby back, rib.
Look, I get
I want my baby back, baby back, baby back, baby back whips. I want my baby back, baby back, baby back, baby back, baby back whips.
Nobody likes taking prescribed pharmaceuticals every day. I mean, maybe some of them. But when a pill might be stopping your brain from blowing a blood gasket inside of your very sealed, very sensitive brain cage, it might be important to continue consuming it so you can continue using all of your limbs.
I know, but PB&Js are so good.
This was nowhere near the first or last time I would encounter somebody who filled their belly with Benadryl prior to consuming something they were highly allergic to in hopes that their body wouldn't catapult their consciousness into the next lifetime. Again, I get it. If somebody took the ability for me to be able to house an entire peanut butter, marshmallow, and bacon sandwich away from me, I'd be upset. But
why does that sound good? Chat. Why does that sound good? Peanut butter, marshmallow, and bacon sandwich. Why does that sound good? It doesn't sound like it should sound good, but it sounds good. I kind of want to try it. I might make one of those.
I sure as crap wouldn't risk the possibility of not being able to see the next Fast and Furious installment on it.
You don't turn your back on family.
Severe
family.
Allergic reactions happen after your body releases abnormally excessive amounts of chemicals, like histamines, into your body after you've eaten or got stung by something.
And the body's reaction to this can be super unpredictable, from a little tummy pain to laying on the ground looking up at the sky as your airway closes faster than you can say.
That escalated quickly.
And that's why rolling the antihistamine dice ain't worth it, because no amount of all-you-can-eat shrimp is worth drooling all over yourself in the middle of a Red Lobster as you catch an EpiPen to the thigh and question all of your life choices.
Try to catch me howling at the...
Don't go full American. I'm sorry, it just sounds good. I really kind of want to try it. It shouldn't. Like, it shouldn't sound good. Because when you put all those together, you're like, oh. But then when you say it out loud, you're like, huh. You know? Also, this is like textbook, I'm allergic to something for the most part. You guys realize, like, people that are lactose are known to love milk and cheese. They go out of their way to get lots of cheese and milk. They take it as a challenge. I think peanut's the only one where the person doesn't do it. I'm slightly allergic to coconut. It just makes me feel like headaches and stuff. I'm probably not allergic to it anymore. I just really don't like it either. I don't like the texture. But, like, they're like chocolates and stuff I really like, but they're made in a place that uses coconut in their stuff too. They don't, like, have time all the time to clean out the entire thing before they're done, and they go to the making the next one. Oh, and by the way, guys, the 1st of December we'll start the wonderful subathon, donathon, chaos will envelop the world in December. Okay, bye now.